Questions for Jewel, please.
Quite the introduction to Rocky Top, getting to play on the world stage as well. Just kind of, what are your first, couple of months been like playing for Tennessee and being with the team?
Yeah, it's been really busy, but whenever you're busy, it's always exciting. I got here the first week of June. I was here for like a week, and then we flew off to Italy and Greece, and that was a good experience just to spend time with my coaches, my teammates, and really build bonds off the court as well as on the court. And then I was blessed to be able to go to Mexico as well with Rickea and compete in Mexico, and we ended up getting silver. And competing against older people in the pro level, and just seeing the physicality there and learning different things there, and being able to bring that back to my teammates in practice and learn from that as well and grow.
Jewel, I know your last trip with USA got cut short, so for you, what did it mean to have this experience again and get to compete the whole tournament?
Yeah, it was a different experience. My first time, I was tested and got COVID, supposedly. I didn't really have any symptoms, but anyways, I was able this time to, go down and enjoy my teammates, my coaches, the administration with, Bree, and just learn and pick people's brains from what they've learned from USA. And although I only got to play one game the first time I was there with USA, this time I was able to play against more experienced people. So I think my game grew. I was able to develop as a person and as a player, because I was able, as I said before, just to see the physicality of people and see how different people, different levels, different styles of play. And now coming back to America where, when someone bumps you, it's automatically a foul. So now just being a little bit more stronger, getting in the weight room with Coach Tatum and just growing off the court.
What was it like to be there with another Lady Vols teammate and not really have to do it solo? Like, you always had a built-in buddy over there.
Yeah, it made the transition so smooth. Having Kia, we're really good friends off the court, and we've only been together for a month. We're both Pisces, so we kind of joke about that too. So she always says, I wonder why we, gel so good together, but I think it's because we're Pisces. But anyways, I think it was really smooth. We were both roommates in Colorado Springs and during training camp, and then we were roommates in Mexico too. So just picking her brain, seeing how well she did, and just learning from her on the court, and then also building our bond off the court.
Has there been an area of your game that you've kind of focused on this offseason to improve upon, and maybe in Mexico too? Yeah,
I would definitely say defense. I think defense, wins championships, and defense can take you a long way. I know offensively, I'm really talented enough to, shoot the ball, score the ball, but I know to be on the court and to stay on the court, I have to be top notch on defense. So I know playing against other professional players, it allowed me to learn how to be more physical and how to move better defensively. So I plan on bringing that to Tennessee as well.
There were some great pictures of, your dad was there, Rickea's mom was there. How fun was it to have that parent section?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. My dad came, Kia's mom was there, a few other players' parents were there too. So just having that support system makes it so much more enjoyable.
You mentioned Rickea. Has there been anyone else in the team that you've kind of closely bonded with so far?
Yeah, I would say JP, Kaya, and Jill. Jill's my roommate right now in the summer before I move out to an apartment. JP and Kaya I'm always joking around with, making TikToks, so I'd say those people.
What would you say your, in your short time here with the program, your biggest takeaway or takeaways have been so far?
Family atmosphere. This is definitely a family atmosphere. I felt welcomed. I feel like I've been here longer than a month, just because I've seen so many faces and been able to click with different amount of people and teammates and coaches. I've been able to, walk around campus and just getting a hello, even though I might not know their faces. Just feeling welcomed in the environment makes me feel like I'm at home.
You've been here a short time, but have had a lot of experiences so far. How would you maybe rank your favorite things that you've been able to do since wearing the Lady Vols across your chest?
I would probably say number one is going on the foreign tour. That was really fun. That was my first time going on a foreign tour. Going to Sorrento and Capri was definitely the best trips to me, because Sorrento, there was a lot of walking areas and shopping areas around, and then Capri, we were able to go on a private boat tour, which was really pretty to see the views and stuff like that. So I would say that was number one. Number two, I would say the weight room. That was like a eye-opener to me. Coming from Wake Forest, we took the weight room seriously, but I just know Coach Tatum is a different level, and I think that's going to help my game and help me become stronger. So I think those are the top two.
Being able to play out of the country in the exhibition games, over in Europe as well as the America Cup. What do you think it's done for your game this summer?
I think it's helped me evolve as a player, not just being one-dimensional or two-dimensional, but knowing I can shoot the basketball, I can get to the rim, I can get to my mid-range. So being confident offensively, but also improving defensively, knowing I can guard, 1 through 4, wherever situation I'm in, just knowing that I have to lock in and be a leader as well. I think leadership is huge, and with my experience, just being able to speak up and talk and share what my knowledge of the game to other people.
Obviously, a big thing with transfers coming in is building chemistry as a team. The Europe trip was obviously a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. Do you feel like that was a catalyst for the chemistry building across the team? How do you feel like that trip kind of bonded you all?
Yeah, it's literally perfectly said. I think it really was because coming in, whenever you're transfer coming into a new school, you're trying to just fill everything out and pick everybody's brain and not really trying to step on toes. But like in the foreign tour, when you're on a trip in a different country, everybody's kind of in their, own area in a sense. So you're just trying to bond with people and just learn about them on a personal level as well as them learning about you. So I thought that was a great opportunity to just learn about different people and where they come from and their values as well.
What's it been like?
Go ahead.
Getting coached by Kelly Harper?
It's special. She's a special person, and I know the culture here is special as well at Tennessee. And just picking her brain, as I said, she's like a mom off the court, so she's always supportive, always checking in on me, and on the court, she's always pushing me to be better.
How beneficial was it for you to get here and jump right in? I mean, full speed ahead, jumped in for the Europe trip and then going for the America Cup. How beneficial was that for you?
I think it's beneficial in the standpoint of it helped me with time management and with school because I'm in summer classes as well. So just managing my time, whether that's spending time with friends, getting extra shots up, going to practice, lifting, just time management. And I think that's going to help me throughout the fall when the schedule gets a lot more busy.
Even though she wasn't a teammate of yours, what was it like to travel with the team down to Atlanta, check in on Jordan as well as Mercedes Russell, and just be there?
Yeah, it was very exciting. I've been to a couple WNBA games back in Dallas where I'm from, but seeing Jordan, a former Lady Vol, being where I aspired to be in the WNBA and seeing the type of game that she had a career night, I think that was very special to see in my eyes, and it just inspired me to be better every time I come in.
What about Tennessee's program do you think will set you up to succeed in the WNBA?
I think the people, so the coaches, and I say that because I really take pride in development, and I think that since Coach Sam is my position coach, she'll have me in the gym working with me. I know that being at Tennessee, it's a bigger stage, which is what I wanted, so I'll be on a bigger stage to display my talents and just be able to develop as a person on the court and off the court.
I heard you have a potentially different opinion of Jewel's listed height on the roster. I wasn't sure if you could share with us how tall she actually is.
I think Jewel's about a solid 5'9".
Oh, okay. I heard even shorter.
Well, when I first saw her, I thought she was like 5'6". But then she compared her height to other people, so I was like, okay, she's like a solid 5'9", but she thinks she's 5'10".
How would you describe the bond you guys have built since you've spent so much time together?
I would have to say we've gotten close pretty quickly. I would have to say because of our zodiac sign, she's a Pisces. Literally every Pisces that I know, like we click like instantly. So it was just meant to be.
Do you think your experience as an incoming transfer last year has helped you kind of relate to her this year?
Oh, for sure, because I know how it feels to come in and kind of be the new girl and adjust to things, but I feel like Jewel has adjusted like really well, pretty quickly, and she catches on to things like really fast, so.
How beneficial was it to have another Lady Vol with you for the FIBA America Cup?
Oh, that was pretty cool, just to, I feel like, get a head start on our bond, spend some time alone and get to play together before the season starts. That really helped us.
What did you maybe learn about yourself or about your game while you were away for the World Cup?
I just learned that my confidence has grew even more playing against former pros and former WNBA All-Stars, and doing pretty well against them. So it definitely built my confidence.
Your mom was there, Jewel's dad was there, I saw Angel Reese's mom was there. What did it mean to have like your mom there to support, and did the parents maybe have more fun than you guys?
They definitely had more fun than we did. They had a party. But it was pretty cool to have that support come all the way to Mexico and just, always have them after the game to give a hug. And because I was pretty homesick being away from home for like a month. So just seeing my mom like helped a lot, honestly.
What was that, trip like? You kind of been all over the place this summer.
Yeah, it was cool. Starting out with Italy and Greece, like it was so cool, such a great experience, and just to have some team bonding and get closer with the girls. I think going to Mexico was more like a business trip, but I never been away from home for a whole month, like straight basically. So that was hard for me, honestly, because I just wanted to get home to my dogs. So that was definitely hard for me, but I was just glad I got through.
I was watching that video that they put together of all yours and Jules' buckets during the AmeriCup. A lot of yours were contested, physically contested, finishing through contact. What do you feel like you kind of took away from just the level of physicality in an international game?
It just gave me a glimpse of how it would be in the league, the WNBA, and overseas. They're very, very physical, and the calls that we would normally get over here in the U.S., they're not calling that over there. So I feel like it, gave me ups on things, to play more physical, but still play finesse, like still play my game. Like don't play down to their level or like feel like I have to out physical them. Like they've been doing this for a long time, so I just know I have to be like quicker or smoother, smarter than they are.
You had the chance to play and practice more with Jewel than your other teammates with doing the AmeriCup. What really stands out to you about her game, and how do you think it's going to benefit you guys this season?
Fearless Spear. That girl can shoot them threes. I would definitely have to say her smoothness and her shiftiness. She can really shoot that three ball like really, really well. So I'm just excited to have like a sniper on our team, like her and Tess and everyone else, because we all pretty much can shoot threes.
This summer, how do you think it has bonded you all more than maybe last summer did with all the new faces? You have plenty of new faces this time, but a lot more time spent together. How do you think that's going to benefit you all as the summer continues?
I feel like that's going to benefit us a lot. I feel like we got a head start on that bonding, the incoming transfers. We feel like we're getting a closer and better bond with them as the days go on. But to have that fun bond outside of basketball, like to sit there and focus on like a vacation, time to relax, like it just felt good because we're not focused on business, we're not focused on basketball, so we have time to have fun and like let loose. So I feel like it's going to help us a lot on the court, and it's going to like build our chemistry even quicker than it would have if we didn't take that trip.
You're used to being a leader when it comes to the team you're playing for. Is there a different feeling when it's leading the way for the red, white, and blue?
Yes and no. Not players that I'm normally used to playing with, so it was a little different personalities. I've only been there for about a week before we started playing. Me and Jewel got there late, so just coming in and not trying to step on toes, but at the same time knowing like people look to me. I am a leader, example wise and vocally, so I just know that I had to just be me, and that's what always like helps me and gets me through, just about being myself.
Have you felt yourself grow as a leader this offseason now that you're entering your second year here?
I would have to say my vocal leadership. I was more of a person who was just chill, laid back. Like, I would just rather lead by example than to just say much. But my coach has always told me, even my teammates would say, like, we look to you. Like, sometimes we need your vocal leadership. Sometimes we need you to say something. Sometimes we need you to lead the way vocally. So I just noticed, like, just being more vocal for my teammates, for my coaches, that has helped a lot. And now I'm just comfortable in that role. It's just a part of me now.
John asked us, Spear, about getting to see Horston in Atlanta, and I know you guys were so close last year. What was it like getting to see her play for her WNBA team and have such a career night?
Oh, it was pretty cool for her to like go off in front of us like that. Always going back to support a Lady Vol is just something that we love to do. So it was really very cool to go to that game and see that WNBA game in person.
Something that kind of stood out about at the AmeriCup is you just look so ready. You look very confident out there. how would you describe like where you were mentally going into that, and what helped you be that ready and have that confidence on the court and on the international stage?
Honestly, going in, I was a little nervous about my ability because I know I haven't been in the gym for 2-3 weeks prior to that, and I'm a person that needs to get a feel for things and like, you know, get shots up, do some ball handling. So going in, I was like, oh, like I hope my shot's not off. I hope my handles aren't too loose. So I was kind of worried about my ability, but I kind of just let my confidence take over and know like the work I put in over the years that I've been playing basketball. I just kind of like relied on that to lead the way for me. So like I said, it built my confidence even more, knowing like I was not even in the gym and I was still able to perform the way that I did. So that definitely helped a lot.
How would you compare the team, or maybe even yourself, from this summer to your first summer last year?
I would have to say closer. We really built a strong bond, a strong chemistry. I would have to say like confident. Like we are very confident right now. Everyone is working on their game individually, but as a team as well. And the coaches always report back to me like how practice has been going and things like that. And they don't sugarcoat, so like they tell me like they've been doing pretty good. So that just makes me excited.
You were in Jules' position last year, transferring in. How beneficial would it have been for you to hit the ground running like she has, just constant basketball and all things like Vols?
I feel like that would have helped me like adjust quicker as well. So very fortunate for her, you know, like she still had basketball, she had USA basketball, and then she has a person like me that we just got close with really quickly, and to just guide her and, you know, tell her the ins and outs of things like that. So she's very fortunate.
With all the travel, is there a moment or two off the floor that you've enjoyed the most, whether it be over in Europe or down in Mexico? What did you really get a lot of fun? What was a lot of fun to experience?
I'll have to say visiting like Sorrento and Capri. Those are my two favorite places. It was just beautiful. It was just such a vibe, and you just look up and just sit there and thank God for even being able to be in this opportunity, and, you know, just have a lot of gratitude and gracefulness. So it was just beautiful. Like it was breathtaking. I was just so amazed that something like this even existed. So it was very, like, definitely a wonderful experience.